Hey, a little bit different today. I'm in my office, and so I was reflecting on things that have been happening in my life, and I wanted to give a testimony over here um, versus driving home. One, when you focus on problems, all you will see is problems. When you focus on God, He will continue to reveal Himself through the problems that you have to go through to grow through, as they say. My testimony today is just how to how to just keep on doing the things you need to do in order to grow in your life. So me being an entrepreneur, um, there's a lot of ups and downs and all arounds and all that stuff. And you can kind of you see right there, I have the Holy Family picture. Boom, boom. My family, a stack of paperwork, and um, boom, you get to see my desk, another Holy Family statue. And what I do over here in my office, um, is plan things out. And so behind me right here, we have uh, one of my social media guys. That's his desk. He comes in part time. I obviously shoot these videos and post them up by myself, but I'm gonna flip these around, bro. I'm gonna point right there. If you can see that photo, that's Jesus getting out of the boat photo. In fact, hold on. I need to post it up, but you see the boat, and we just moved in a couple months ago, and yes, I'm not finished. But you see the boat, let's see, right there, and then Peter got out. Peter's grabbing a Jesus. Jesus is pulling him up. That is the story of my life. And so I was reflecting on my board here. Okay, let's see. All this stuff right here is the plan of action that I'm working on, and really the two different businesses that I'm in, three different businesses that I'm in. And it's amazing to see putting it up there, working towards it, and then actually some things are happening in actually accomplishing those goals, let's call them. They're 3-month goals. And at the end of the day, we work towards them as a team, and some of these things came to fruition. And if they didn't, they're well on their way coming to fruition. And it's just amazing to me because I see problems every day. I have a notebook um, right here. That's how I keep my thoughts and checklists and all those things in line. It's almost like a journal to a certain degree. Not technically a journal, but I have a lot of gratitude and a lot of thoughts in there. But I was reflecting. I'm about to leave here. It's 5:30 on a Thursday. Go home, and I was looking at the board. I'm like, man, we're hitting some of these marks. Every day we focus on the problems, and you should. You should see the problems that you have, and then the crucial part is to ask God to help you solve them, because I can't solve them. I can work on myself. I can work on more skills that I need, but ultimately when you fall in line in what God has designed you to be on earth for, things do work out for you. Um, and so as I look today, one of these things on here is, how are we going to grow the doors and handyman work and all that? This is for the property management company. It's getting out and networking. And so for the past couple weeks, I've been getting out and networking. And today, and this is through a friend that I've been having for years, you know who you are if you're watching it, put together this really good mastermind group, and that is really enjoyable, and the people that I have met in there are really nice. But I know what I need from the group, and I met today somebody that I knew I needed to talk to, because I'm on deck and ready to pursue this next thing in my life, which is coaching and consulting. And it's been on my list for a while to get things done in that degree. In fact, I use social media to explore doing that, but I need to be plugged in to the network. He's already doing it. I need to be plugged into that network, and the fastest way to do it is to be plugged in. And so I'm just looking at it, just thanking God, like, there's a lot of tough stuff I have to overcome. And you see that stack of paperwork? I have to overcome that paperwork, all right? And it's going to suck. I got to open up all that mail, and it's not all the mail, but I have to scan it. I have to do stuff with it. But I still, I'm still just kind of like, wow, God chose me to do something on this earth. I can't tell you I know what it exactly, but I know a few things very matter of fact. He gave me this skill of wanting to be a husband and a father. And he allowed me to be there. I'm right there. I don't want to ever lose that. He allows me to have skills in business that helps people. Sure, I work hard at it to develop, but there's some natural abilities that I have that I built upon. It makes me feel so confident that I can go into the right setting, not every business, but the right setting, the right business, and go in and be tremendous value. And so when I'm in that zone, man, like I'm feeling right now, it's like I know what I'm doing. I built my mindset around doing this and knowing what I'm doing, and I see the fruits and the help and the work getting done that way, and the business happening. Everything is flowing rather well. And even though we have adversity to overcome, and we ain't perfect, and we always got ups and downs and all that fun stuff, I'm watching God work it out. And so people around me, what they hear from me is God's going to work it out. You put in the work behind it, you take the action, give it up to God, he'll work it out. And that's just the story of my life, is letting God work it out. So if you're struggling to understand that, reach out to me, or at least let me pray for you. I see these comments, I like them. Just like and subscribe, shoot a comment. If you need more one-on-one, just let me know. Reach out to me, and we can go from there. At the end of the day, trusting in God, you will have days where you feel like nothing's working, and then you have a day like today for me where you feel like we are in line with what I'm supposed to be doing. It's a good feeling. So we're going to rock and roll with it. God bless.